Okay, join me on the top of page 412 now. Let's go over another example. Find the area of the regular polygon. Step 1, draw line segments from each vertex to the center of the hexagon. So from each corner to the center. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles now. How many congruent triangles did you divide the figure into? 6. Step 2, find the area of one of those triangles. So they've given us the base. So I plug in 4.2 for the B, for base, 4.2. They've given me the height, 3.6, 3.6. And then now I multiply. So again, I can change this 1/2 into 0.5. So I'm going to do 4.2 times 0.5. Well, half of 4 is 2, half of 2 is 1. So I know this is going to be 2.1, but I'm going to show you the math. So there's one number behind the decimal here, one number behind the decimal here. So I'm going to move my decimal over twice. 5 times 2 is 10, carry my 1. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 1 is 21. Then I move my decimal over twice. 1, 2, and there's my 2.1. So now I've multiplied these two numbers, and I got 2.1, and now I have to multiply that by 3.6. So I can get rid of that 0. It's just a... it's behind the 1, so it doesn't change the value if I erase it. So 3.6. So I know my answer is going to be between 6 and 8, because 2 times 3 is 6. And if I estimated this to be, because it's closer to 4, if this is 4, 2 times 4 is 8. So I know my answer is going to be between 6 and 8. So when I put my decimal in, I want to make sure I put it in the right spot, and I should have an answer between 6 and 8. So there's one number behind the decimal here, one number behind the decimal there. So I'm going to move my decimal over twice when I get my final answer. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Kiss that 6 goodbye. No hard feelings, 6. Hug it out. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Add that all up. 6, 5, 7. Move my decimal over twice. 1, 2. And I do, in fact, have an answer that's between 6 and 8. So 7.56. Now, this is the area for one of these triangles. Okay, that's the area for one of these triangles. But I need to find the entire area. So I need to take that area of 7.56, and times it by how many triangles I had, which was 6. And that will give me my final answer. So 7.56 times 6 triangles. One triangle has an area of 7.56. There are 6 total triangles in this entire figure. So this will give me my answer. And I know my answer, excuse me, 6 times 7 is 42, and 8 times 6 is 48, so I know my answer is going to be between 42 and 48. Okay, I have 2 numbers behind the decimal here, no numbers behind the decimal here, so I'm going to move my decimal over twice when I get my final answer. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 5 is 30, plus the 3 is 33. 6 times 7 is 42, plus the 3 is 45. Okay, move my decimal over twice, and look, my answer is between 42 and 48, so it looks like I've probably done everything correctly. Again, that's just a way to kind of check yourself. It doesn't guarantee you have the right answer, but it's a way to make sure you have your decimal in the right spot and it's a way to make sure your math is at least on the right track. Okay, so 45.36, or we can read this number as 45 and 36 hundredths, and it's meters squared. So the area of one of those triangles was 7.56. So if we think about that, we found the area of this triangle 7.56, and then we knew all the rest of the triangles were also 7.56, because this is a regular polygon, so all these are going to be the same. They're going to be congruent. And if we added all those up, we would also get 45.36, or 45 and 36 hundredths. All right, thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate, pause, raise your hand, ask questions. That's how we learn. Thanks for watching.